Hello and happy 2019 or almost 2019 Aquarius. This is going to be your 12-month energy projection for this year. So what I have is 12 months worth of cards laid out to give the general energy flow. We're then going to do a love and romance reading, an abundance reading, and a life purpose reading. Right off the bat, I want to tell you that a lot of cards came out. So we'll see what that means for you. But what it could mean is there's particular cards that came out for just particular people. So with that being said, and I always say this, take what resonates with you. What doesn't resonate, leave it. It wasn't for you. Also, remember that you are a powerful manifester. We are all creating our reality every single second with every thought we think, with our energetic vibration. And so you can definitely shift the energy. If something comes up in this reading and you're like, you know what? I think I want to avoid that. Then you can take action steps now to get into an energetic state to attract something different into your life. Now, this isn't about control. This is not about controlling a specific outcome. You can't manifest from a place of control. You manifest from a place of, as Abraham Hicks always says, like getting in the vortex, like raising your vibration. You set your intention. You leave your intention because you've already put it out there in the universe, and then you raise your vibration. And that's how you shift your reality. We can't do it from a place of control and trying really, really hard to change the outcome of something. This isn't a exact prediction of how things are going to go. It's just a fluid energy cycle projection, energy updates. That's all this is. Okay? If you would like your own personal reading, because this is for the collective, and that's why some things just won't resonate with some people. If you want your own personal reading, you can contact me. My name is Rachel. If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for tuning in. And my website is Reiki with Rachel. So I am a Reiki master and I'm an energy healer who specializes in distance energy healing, removing blocks, all sorts of good stuff. So if you're interested in energy healing or if you want a personal reading, all my services are on my website. The link is below. You can follow me on Instagram for daily card messages, Reiki with Rachel. And also, on my website, there's like a sign up where you can get a free 30-minute energy healing download. So I've gotten pretty positive response with that. So those are just if you're interested. Let's get started with your year. For the month of January, you got Temple Path. And this is all about your divine life purpose, your mission, your spiritual path. So, depending on where you are, this can bring two separate messages. But I'm feeling like I want you to keep this in mind as we go throughout the rest of the year, because I feel like this is kind of setting the tone. You're embarking on this spiritual path. So if you feel like you've been a little disconnected from your spiritual path, then January is a time to reconnect with it. If you have been on this spiritual journey for quite some time, which I'm feeling like a lot of us have, a lot of you have Aquarius, then this is telling you this is what's going to guide you through everything this year. So, January might be a year for contemplation. I'm not seeing a lot of strategizing per se, although that's not to say, like, if you have an idea, I don't want you not to strategize or not to plan for something. I'm just saying you want to balance that out with a lot of just like inner work, meditation, like I said, contemplation, and not even contemplation about like, which way do I go? But like a deeper contemplation, like a self-inquiry sort of contemplation. Who am I? Who really am I? What is this all about? What am I doing here? And listen to the answers as they're going to guide you. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what else we have. Wow, okay. This is for February. The goddess moon and the sun. I feel like you're closing a chapter in your life and you're opening up a new one. I feel like that's what these cards are coming to tell you, the sun and the moon. This goddess moon is also a lot about intuition, about taking the next steps. But the message I'm getting for you is like, you are releasing something that doesn't serve you. You're almost just like closing a chapter. And as you do, you open yourself up. These are really beautiful energies that these cards, I can feel the beauty in these energies. Just the beginning of this year is very, it's just new, but new in a really good way. Trust it. Trust it. And just go with it. Yeah. Okay. On this sun card, there is a baby. And I have to be honest with you, I have looked at this card many times. I've never once seen this baby in this card. And I'm seeing it for you. For some of you, this could definitely be revolving children, this new beginning, a pregnancy, or birthing a new idea. But there is a birth. There is like a conception taking place. And how that pertains to you, how that applies to you is going to be different depending on your situation. But I'm seeing that very, very strongly. Very strongly. If you've been trying, and I feel like I'm talking to one person, if you've been trying to conceive for a while and you haven't, it just wasn't the right timing. Whatever little soul was meant to be your baby, it just wasn't, they weren't ready yet. And that, like I said, that's one person. But that's just what I got. So trust that in divine timing, it's coming. And again, like this can also just be involving children or birthing something new for yourself. Let's see what March. Oh, bunch came out for March. Wow. Okay. Let's see what March has to say. Woman holding the coin. Man holding the coin. Happy family. Aquarius. This is a damn good reading, Aquarius. This is actually the last one that I'm doing of all the signs. It's just how it worked out. No shade for you. It's just how it worked out, I promise. But it's a good one. For me, if you're in a relationship, if you're in a family, this is coming to tell you that both you and your partner could very much be seeing an increase in finances around March, end of winter, beginning of spring. This is just, the happy family is just contentment on the home front. Really. And if you're single and you're not in a relationship, then this is just like contentment with where you are right now. And this male and female holding a coin is kind of like finding wholeness within yourself and seeing the financial rewards from this. Like, these are all just beautiful, positive cards talking about very physical manifestations of things. Things are coming into your reality. They're manifesting for you very strongly. Yeah. And it comes right after like that new beginning card. Trust whatever new beginning comes your way. Trust. Okay. Wow. Let's look at April. Okay. So you got indecision, which is funny. After like, all I was saying was trust. And then we got indecision. That happened on purpose. The Magician and Man holding a heart. So, for some, I am feeling like this could be pertaining to your relationship and not knowing if it's right for you anymore. For others, it could be a life path, not knowing where to go next. For others, This could be talking about where you have been indecisive in the past. You are now transcending that and transforming it. So trust. That's all I'm getting. Trust where you're going. And as you trust, you become this magician and you're manifesting. When you trust, you no longer split your energy. So whenever I'm looking at this card, I'm kind of seeing like two different energies, one in either hand. Now these can be split, decreasing your power as a manifester, decreasing the energy in your relationships, the energy in what this project that you're birthing, anything, all areas of your life, or you can harness it. You know, he's harnessing this energy. He's kind of calling it back in. And then man holding a heart. So if you are one of the, if I was speaking to you when I said being indecisive in a relationship, focusing your energy not on the indecision, but just focusing on coming from a place of love within yourself is going to transform this. And we'll see what the love and relationship cards say, but I feel like that's for somebody listening. For others, I'm feeling like you are going to be igniting a whole new passion for life, basically. But you just can't split your energy anymore. You can't remain too long in these feelings of indecisiveness. Like, pick an energy and just go with it. That's not necessarily making a solid decision. There's a difference. It's picking an energy. It's saying, I'm going to stay within the energy of love. And any thought that I think that is not of love, I'm going to release it. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to release it. And I'm going to pull my energy back to love. I'm going to focus on what I love about the people in my life, what I love about myself, what I love about what is going on right now in career, or how grateful I am for abundance or finances or what I have. And when you make a decision like that of where you will focus your energy, then you harness this energy, and you don't allow it to like tear you apart. Instead, you use it to your advantage, really. And you begin to manifest and create your new reality within you and outside of you in your world. Okay, where are we? January, February, March, April, May. Okay. Hostilities. The thinking man. The woman holding the heart. Oh, I didn't even see this card. And the 7th chakra. Your connection to the divine. There's a lot going on here, right? There's a lot going on here. What I'm feeling like there might be, this could be pertaining to a relationship, trying to find that balance. And if you are experiencing hostilities, you're being encouraged to just like go in, connect. I'm getting very strong guidance to tell you to connect with Archangel Uriel. If you are feeling indecision about any relationship, indecision about any path, if you are finding yourself super in your head, because if these cards aren't pertaining to a relationship, then it could be so much the battle between your head and your heart. Like, you know what you want to do, you know what feels right. But then your head is so focused on what could go wrong. It's so focused on things not working out in the past. It's focused on potentially past resentments with another person that's creating hostilities. If you find yourself in that place, connecting with Archangel Uriel, and there's actually like a really good meditation that I have done on YouTube. If you just click like meditation with Uriel, Archangel Uriel. It should pop up. And basically what you do is you get this guidance from him. And it really gave me a lot of clarity when I did it. So that's just, me throwing it out there. Excuse me, I need to take a sip of my coffee because I have something in my throat. I'm like really feeling this in my throat. I'm sorry. And I kind of feel like there is something trying to pull you back from your truest expression of yourself. And whenever I felt so strongly in my throat, your throat is about bringing something to this world, being honest with yourself, being honest with others. But if you allow yourself to focus on the negatives, on your anxieties, if you allow your ego, and remember, all of your ego it's an accumulation of this like programming from our whole life. Our ego does not know our future. Our ego only knows our past. It's not a time to make decisions based on your past. But you're feeling this shift. And the shift might be making you feel a little wobbly. It might be this battle between your ego and what you know. What you just intuitively can feel is best. But your ego is telling you like, no, it's not going to happen. Listen to your heart. Listen to your higher guidance. Transcend the ego. Know that the ego is speaking from the past. Your higher guidance, your heart, is leading you to the future. And it's a future that you do not know what's going to happen because you've never experienced anything like it. So you can't rely on your ego any longer. You can't rely on your mind any longer because your mind only gives you a one-sided view. It gives you the view of like your fears and, it can give you the view of your opportunities and things like that, but it's always mixed, right? It's always a mixed bag. You have the desire, you know what you want, you know what you're worthy of, but then it's also mixed with fears and how things didn't work out in the past and past programming. And I was just listening to a card reading actually, by Barry with the Angel School, who I absolutely love on YouTube. He gives weekly readings. His guidance always aligns with me. So just throwing that out if you haven't seen him. But he was talking about how when we meet somebody, we often don't even give them a chance because we automatically judge them based on all of this stuff with our ego. We don't know anything truly about that person. Like, think about how long you could know somebody in your life and they still don't know the half of your personality, the half of what you're going through, right? But then we meet somebody new and we automatically form these judgments about them. Now, that's not coming from our higher self. That's coming from our ego. That's coming from something within us that, who knows where it started, that causes us to perceive people in the world and certain events and certain people in a certain way. And on this beautiful path that you're on this year, that's no longer going to serve you. So when you feel it coming up, ask for guidance, take a step back, drop down into your heart space, and that's how you transcend that. That's how you stop making decisions the way that you've made them before. Okay, so that's May. Let's talk about June. Wow. Okay. June, the angel of strength. I'm trying to get less of a glare. I think there's just a glare everywhere. Victory. And then community. You're becoming very strong now in your path by summertime. I'm feeling like around like the summer solstice. Very strong. And because I feel like you've been seeing what a powerful creator you are. You feel protected by the universe. She's protected by this lion. You feel that. You've seen examples of it in your life. And there's some sort of victory here. And I feel like this could be on so many levels. This can be like a physical manifestation of a victory. Like whatever you were indecisive about the couple months before, you've made a decision you know is the right decision, or you've made the decision not to try and make the decision and step back, and it all just naturally unfolded in perfect divine timing and order. And this community card often talks about a spiritual community. So this could definitely be connecting with people physically in a spiritual community. But for you, I'm getting so much like your angels and your guides are so looking out for you. Like you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You're being so looked out for throughout all of this. And I think, especially after the month before, where it was kind of like a little bit of the battle between your ego and being triggered and old patterns coming up, and you choosing to check in with the angels, you choosing to check in with your intuition, you are recognizing that you're never alone. You're never alone on this journey. You might be able to find, I'm feeling like some of you might be partnering with somebody at this time. If there is an opportunity for partnership, trust it. It might also be a good idea if you don't have anybody who really you align with in terms of spiritual beliefs. If you kind of feel like you might be doing some of this all alone, come summertime, it's time to seek out some sort of spiritual community. Through meetup groups, meditation, maybe your local metaphysical shop, any spiritual centers, like whatever aligns with you. They're going to help you on your growth. Okay. So for July, you got the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, and you got the Angel of Love. The Angel of Love came in reverse, and I'm getting guidance to read from the book about what that is. So I always, my selenite fell off. I always trust that guidance when it's given to me. Let's see what the book has to say. It's 49. So immediately, whenever I see the number 49, it is talking to me about a completion of some sort, but something that is all for the better. So, the Angel of Love in reverse could indicate possible disconnect in matters of the heart. While this is sometimes signifies divorce or separation, don't let this scare you, okay? Don't let anything I say cause you fear. It could also imply an emotional rift where two people stay connected based on a superficial basis, yet at a deeper level seem to be going their own ways. In this position, the angel can also refer to an old separation if the longing remains alive in one partner's heart. If you find yourself unable to let go, this loving angel is telling you it's time to release any toxic or unrequited attachment you may be holding on to. The universe is waiting for you to free your heart and open your life to be fully present and honoring love honoring the love you rightly deserve. So look in the mirror and see the angel of love there with you. Know that you are worthy of this tender emotion from yourself and others. So, this could be, and again, I don't allow anything I say to cause you fear, but it could be, especially because it came after this spiritual community, this could be a reevaluation of your relationships. And I'm not necessarily saying like partnerships, it could be a reevaluation of friendships, of the people who you spend your time with. And you might, because it came with Archangel Metatron, you might just be drawn to new and different people, and that is okay. That's okay. Allow yourself to shift. It's also coming to tell you you're being very looked after. Everything is coming from love. You have that spiritual community of guides and angels and archangels and light beings that are always looking out for you. They are nothing but unconditional love. I'm also seeing it as releasing old patterns or old habits and releasing past relationships and any connection that you have to past relationships that are no longer serving you. And what I mean by that, and again, could only be speaking to one person. If there's some sort of animosity that you have towards anybody in your life, that is not of love, that lowers your vibration, and there is an energetic cord between you and that person, even if you don't want it to be. These can be ex-partners or lovers. These can be, even family members, they can be friends. If there's any animosity, it's time to let it go. But these are like, it's just like an ascension. It's a feeling of ascension. You are just going like throughout this year, you're going higher and higher and higher and higher. Don't hold yourself back. Don't hold yourself back to stay. Don't lower your vibration so that you can stay on the same level as people that are in your life, or as like the general society. You know, don't go down to reach their level. And that's not a knock against anybody else. We're all on different paths. Raise your vibration, keep your vibration high, and those who are meant to be in your life will stay. And those who aren't, that's okay. You can still love them. You might have to love them from afar because maybe hanging out with them or being around them just, you know, it doesn't serve you anymore. Okay, so that was July, summertime. Okay, this is August. Got the third chakra with Archangel Chamuel. You got balance. And then you got the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So, I'm feeling like you might want to be balancing your third chakra and your second chakra around the end of summer. You know, so your second chakra is really about going with the flow. And then your third chakra is about remaining in your personal power. If these two aren't balanced, then you fall into that indecisiveness. You kind of like, you might like go over here and try something for a little bit, and then maybe it doesn't work out, or something like you face a challenge and you're like, oh, nope, gonna go over here, gonna go over there. And or you can feel very disempowered anytime you want something and it doesn't pan out exactly how you think it is. Okay, so that's when it's out of balance. When it's balanced, you can go over here and then like, wait, maybe something happens, but then you just kind of flow naturally over here, and it's like you're still going in the same direction, but you're not like rigidly going in the direction. It's like, And you know, your main chakra is your root chakra, and it's such a beautiful chakra to be like grounded and just earthy. And you know, people with a strong root chakra are very loyal. They're very loyal, which is amazing. I mean, it's beautiful how loyal you are. And that's really how you're able to stay on this journey and stay consistent, because you're loyal. Like, no, I'm in this and I'm doing it, right? But with that, if the second and the third chakra are not balanced with it, then you might stay loyal to something that you might think that you need to go straight, but in fact you need to take a left turn. But you're so determined to go straight because you think straight is the only way to go that you miss the left turn. If that kind of makes sense. So just around the end of summer, just working on the second and third chakra, balancing those out, or work on them now, right? Like that's what I said in the beginning. Like if you see anything that comes up, it doesn't mean that you had to wait until summer to do it. If you feel like maybe you are too loyal to a fault, maybe if something bad happens, it does make you feel disempowered. You start to question yourself. You start to be indecisive. Maybe you recognize that like change makes you scary and you do want to stay like on this rigid path, and you are nervous to take a left, even when the signs are saying to take a left. If you recognize this, work on your second and third chakra. Balance those lower chakras. I mean, balance all the chakras. Why not? And that's going to help you. And let's see what's going to help you do. The next card you got, so this is going to be for September. End of summer, beginning of fall, appreciation. You are appreciating yourself. You are appreciating your gifts. Others are appreciating you for who you are. The right people are appreciating you for who you are. With your loyalty, you stay loyal to the right people, and people are recognizing that in your life. So if there was any like relationship problems along the way, I feel like by the end of summer, beginning of fall, people are really seeing like your true beauty for who you really are. but it was clouded before because of their own stuff. And also the energy that you were just like maybe not feeling personally in your power. And so when we don't feel personally empowered, really deep within, then we emit this energy of not being empowered. And people pick up on it energetically. They don't realize it, but they do. So you're stepping into your power. You're stepping so much into your purpose. Like there's so much spiritual growth. This is such a beautiful year so far for you, Aquarius. And you are being appreciated for it. I'm also getting like you are appreciating how much your life has transformed at this moment. I got that guidance very strongly. You are going to be able to look the end of summer, beginning of fall. You know, summer, it's like we go on vacation, we do a whole bunch of stuff. Come September, we kind of take some time to refocus our energy. And it's like a time for you to kind of look back and just see, wow, you've come so far. Instead of looking to see how much farther you think you have to go, you're appreciating where you are now. It's a very strong, like, mindful presence that I'm getting here. Wow. And a whole bunch of cards came out for the next month. Okay. You got the door to value. Whoops. You got the root chakra in reverse, which is your main chakra. The door to spirit. Adjacent possibilities, and all tied up. So I'm kind of feeling like there's two different things that can happen come the beginning of fall. It might be a time to work on that root chakra, your main chakra, balancing it. Because as you do, as it becomes balanced, then, you know, this door to value being the first card, it's really like valuing yourself, and others are beginning to really value you and your gifts. And, you know, this could be an increase in abundance. This could be the next stage of your career. If you started a business, this could be it taking off. And it might throw you a little off center because it's just different. You know, it's a change. And it changed you, and it's changing your world. And you're starting to question, like, am I worthy of this? Do I deserve this? So it's telling you to just become grounded. Stay grounded. Stay grounded in who you are. And as you do, you become more and more connected to your spiritual path. However, there is the possibility of you getting stuck looking at all the different ways that you can go, questioning if you made the right decision. And this is going to tie you up. So your indecision, you're looking at all the different possibilities and maybe like wanting to try one out, wanting to try another one out, like not being grounded in this moment come the beginning of fall, like September, October. That's going to like hold you stuck. But, and that's why these guidance cards are so beautiful, because it's like, this isn't a prediction. This is just showing you an option. You know, that's one option. The other option, recognizing your value, recognizing your worth, being grounded in who you are, and then you open up to the next level. Anytime we're faced with anything along our path, you know, it's a learning lesson, right? It's a time to transcend a karma that may have held us back in the past. And whenever we see it for ourselves, so karma affects us. Energy patterns always are affecting us, but we don't see them a lot of times. But when we get to a place where we can see them and we recognize like that doesn't serve us and we don't get all caught up in it, then that is our chance to transcend it. Wow. Okay. What I was just talking about. Walking away. Now this is for November. Towards the end of the year's wrapping up. Walking away. Attachments. You're walking away from what no longer serves you. That's why it's so important. That's why the few months prior to this are talking about really just like balancing those lower chakras along with that intuition, along with the appreciation and sense of self. Because you know that these attachments aren't part of you. She's taking off her mask. and she's looking at it for what it is. It's exactly what I was just talking about with that karma. When we can see things that no longer serve us, it means we're ready to let them go. No, it takes some time, to let them go. Sometimes it doesn't. It just depends. But a lot of times it takes a while to let them go, and we become frustrated in ourselves. Instead of recognizing the beauty of being able to recognize them, see they don't serve us, see they're not a part of us, and being able to make the decision to walk away from them. Okay, let's look at the final cards that you got. Door to personal healing and happiness. So you're walking away from something that doesn't serve you right into the door to personal healing and happiness. That's not a bad way to go. The garden and the gate. So this is coming, this girl, things look really nice in the garden. But there's a whole new world out there. But she's scared. She's scared to walk through the gate. So I feel like this is coming to tell you, just like the cards did a couple months before, like, this is an opportunity for you. It's an opportunity for you to trust in yourself and to know that you have the strength to walk away from what doesn't serve you, to walk through that gate, as that gate is what is leading to a whole new life for you. The thinking woman. So let's look at these two cards. The garden and the gate and the thinking woman. Both of them are very much in their head. Both the little girl in this and the woman. Oh my gosh, side by side. This is so much like, this is like inner child insecurity. That's exactly what this is. This is your inner child being so like just not knowing. Being so scared of this change, thinking it's going to lead to something bad, expressing in you as an adult. This is the same person. It's the same person. They're both off in their heads. And I feel like they're thinking of the bad things that can happen, of all that can go wrong. But if you look at this thinking woman, there's a butterfly right in front of her. There's transformation right in front of her, but she doesn't see it because she's looking off in the distance. This little girl, beyond this gate, there's just like so much beauty. But she doesn't know what's out there. She can't see it because she's in her head. It's going to be your opportunity to do some inner child healing, to trust that walking away from these old attachments, what doesn't serve you, is in your highest and best good. And look at the last card that we got. Caring connections. This could maybe be walking away from like the life that you've lived for another person, for a deeper relationship, and being scared. We got, for some in the beginning of the year, we got possible like baby conception. This could be, not really knowing what this new life is going to be and allowing that to cause you fear. But this caring connections is so much like the love between people. Trying to see if I'm just tuning in for a second to see if I get anything else. I'm just seeing like brightness and sun. Yeah, it's good. It's good. What, everything is like brightness and sun. Where is that door to healing? Like these two cards look so familiar, like the door to healing. And once you get past those fears, what's on the other side is just beautiful. This is a beautiful way to end the year and your spiritual journey. Now let's take a look, because I feel like I have been talking about relationships. I want to take a look at relationships. And the card that was underlying, that was at the bottom of the deck, that was underlying everything in relationships, is the trust card. You're really being encouraged to trust. And like I said before, not relying on what happened in the past to allow you to try and predict what's going to happen in the future. And this is going with your romantic partnerships. It says this situation is calling you to have faith. Whether you are single, it's calling you to have faith. If you're in a partnership, it's calling you to have faith. Like, no matter where you are in your romantic life, it's calling you to have faith. Now, a lot of cards came out. So I feel like I should just be speaking to different people. So just whatever I say, take what resonates. Okay? So you got deception. As the first card, someone is wearing a false mask in a relationship. This can be you. This can be somebody else. This could be, let's see what comes next. Passion. Allow your heart to sing with joy. And then you got reconciliation. Someone for your past is returning in your future. This deception card can really mean you're taking off your masks that you wore in the past in relationships, trying to mold who you were to fit somebody else's expectations. And developing just like this passion for life. And as you do, you either call in, let me see what's after this. There could be, for some of you, there could be somebody coming back from your past. And this could be, I'm feeling like if you feel like you've lost a love, right? This could be that person coming back. This can also be for some, how in the reading I mentioned cutting ties with people that just don't serve you any longer from your past. The next two cards you got was express your love and romantic feelings. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. And your feelings are real and worth exploring. So this trust card comes in so much here. As you take off your mask, I'm feeling like there could, if you're in a relationship and you just don't know which way it's going to go, there could definitely be a reconciliation as you are just honest. As you're just honest with yourself. And honest with the other person. And just coming from like your heart space and what you're really passionate about, I'm also getting that as you become more passionate in other areas of your life, then you're able to bring that same passion into your relationships. Now, if you're not in a relationship, then somebody could be coming back from your past. For some people, and if they do, you're going to be a new person, and it's telling you to trust, express your love, and yes, the romantic feelings that you are experiencing are absolutely true. Do not second guess them. So let's look at the second round of cards. And these could be speaking to a second group of people, or again, take what resonates with you, ditch what doesn't. You got an unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Now that's the first card. Then you got this could be the one. You've already met your romantic partner you seek. And then the third card is your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Keep an open mind. I'm kind of feeling like for some of you, you're kind of like, should I stay in this relationship? Should I not stay in this relationship? And it's like, is this the one? Is this not the one? You know? Keep an open mind about it. Keep an open mind. Do not think that the past is going to repeat itself. This is like a fresh start. This is a fresh start for you. If you're single, don't think that you're going to continue to attract the same people. Don't think that, somebody comes into your life that triggers something within you. Maybe it's like a stupid old habit that your ex had, and it causes you immediately to second guess and be like, nope, this isn't the one. Keep an open mind about it. Don't allow these triggers to make you jump the gun. I'm also getting, like, if you are in that place of indecision, to go within, meditate. And that's kind of like, towards the second part of the year, we're talking about relationships that don't serve us. And as we connect to our higher guidance, as we raise our vibration, these relationships that just aren't the one drop away. And we attract who is right for us. So there's not like a whole lot for you to try to plan and strategize in your head. It's more just being open to the energy and flowing with it. And if you're in a happy relationship, then that's going to serve your happy relationship as well. I'm also getting, and we're going to move on to life purpose, but because this reading is getting long, so I apologize. I'll try and wrap it up. I'm also getting, like, releasing those energetic ties, like how I said in the past, to any ex-lovers, any ex-partners, is going to help open you up to a deeper love, because they could be holding you back from fully experiencing this passion in your current relationship, or opening yourself up to this passion in this current relationship, or you feel like you're wearing this mask because you love your partner, you want love, but there's still like this pool of like anger or old attraction or something to an ex. Just release it. It's time to very consciously release that, and it's going to like whoosh, open up the floodgates when it comes to love and romance. So, a lot came out for your career and life purpose. The first thing you got was detox time. Release toxins from your body, mind, and spirit. And that very much goes with the first card that you got for the whole reading, which is Temple Path. Talking about, like, it's not time to really strategize. It's time to go within and check within. Then you got Express Your Inner Truth. Your creative work shines brightest when you reflect your genuine feelings and thoughts. This is so much of you stepping into yourself, right? And bringing your beautiful gifts to the world. Express who you are on the inside, not the masks that you've worn. Who you truly are. What makes your heart sing in terms of your career. You then got the reminder to be grateful. You attract more blessings when you appreciate your current blessings. It's not a time, I'm feeling like such a presence in all of this. Like, you are just being so encouraged to be present in every single stage along the journey this year. And as you do that, be grateful. Don't allow yourself to focus on things from the past that didn't work out, like I said before. Also, don't try to get so sucked into what you want for your future that you're missing out on the present moments. Be grateful, and as you are, your energy naturally rises. You naturally call in more. Next, you got Keep Going. Use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative projects with authentic emotion. I'm feeling like the Keep Going is just anytime, like how we got the hostilities card, like maybe some ego being triggered where you think you know how things are going to turn out. You don't. That's kind of what this card is saying. Just keep going. And then you got Mother Mary. The Blessed Mother is helping you with your life purpose. You're being looked out for. You're being looked out for. Things are going to unfold in a way they just haven't before. And finally, this card kind of was at the bottom. It says journaling. Consistently writing about your feelings and activities stirs creative ideas and builds confidence as a writer. So this could be if you wanted to write, journaling, but I'm also feeling like just during this year, doing some journaling is going to help you sort out your thoughts, sort out your feelings, give you all these ideas, help you categorize the ideas. So that it's just like a little tip I think that the angels are giving us. Okay, so abundance. Again, a lot of cards came out. I'm going to go over them quickly and give you more of the overall picture of what I see. The first card, you got Power of Prayer. Give the situation to God for uplifting and healing and be open to miracles. Again, that's like so what I'm feeling like at the beginning of the year, just going within, set your intentions, speak with your angels and guides, pray, a journal, like how I just said, like it's just, and then release it and know that you're looked after. You've got deserving. The angels want to remind you that you are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus on your divine life purpose. Immediately after deserving, you got successful funding. It's like you're giving these intentions away, you're letting it go, and instead of trying to strategize how it's going to turn out, you're then focusing on just deserving how much you deserve it, and you're being rewarded for it. You've then got no more complaining, which is really just talking about don't speak of not having enough money. Don't think about not having enough money. Focus on your deservingness and your worthiness. Okay, you got savings. Immediately after savings, employment change. I feel like for many, there's going to be a shift in your career. If you're in a partnership, a marriage partner, possibly their career as well. But remember, like, where was it? You got, you're seeing the physical manifestations of this abundance. But you're being encouraged to save so that you're not so focused on the finances that you're not able to do what your heart is telling you to do. Because whenever we're too focused on finances, then we do things based on the money. We don't do things that our higher selves are telling us to do, right? So get yourself in a comfortable place. If you know that you are going to be shifting careers, save, plan, prepare so that you can take this guided action and you're not muddying it all up with financial fears, basically. Then you got raise or promotion. The cards are so telling you, like, it's going to be okay financially. It's going to be okay. Have courage to ask for and accept help from others. I'm feeling so much like any time that you are feeling fearful, instead of worrying about it, give it to God, give it to the universe, give it to whoever it is that you trust on an, angelic level, on a higher level. Give it to your higher self and let it go. You're being so looked after. And once again, take divinely guided change. There is a shift. There will be changes. There will be shifts in terms of just your life, of your career, and this is going to bring in abundance. And let me just read the first sentence from this divinely guided change. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. When you get the guidance, when you get it, and it can come, I'm not sure when it's going to come, that's just an overall abundance reading. When you get it, trust. But it's a good idea to start planning for it now in terms of just like giving yourself that security if you can. Okay, so this reading has already gone on long enough, and I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've not yet subscribed and you like this video, then go ahead and do it. Click the bell to get notifications. Personal readings and energy healings, link is below. My name's Rachel. Have a beautiful and blessed 2019. Happy New Year. Much, much love to you all, Aquarius.